Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the sort of vigilante style justice in this country, none of us will be saved. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we have seen in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Science, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Science.
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime unfolded, don't take law in your hand or the right authority. Tell it can't take care of it. Crime stopper here for us. Bring it safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a you must talk it. I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see a don't keep it. You must part of it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, on the sector to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia. On the sector to interior, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Science.
Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia. On the sector to interior, crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia. On the sector to interior, they're keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Robbie, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of crop beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cold Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athletes and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exodus Best Price Store on Ghana Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide. So we start to stop. Come on, so go in 24. Put it to the chicken.
Let me say a pleasant good morning to our beautiful listeners and welcome to another edition of the program from the Brain News. Today, Tuesday, February 24th, 2026. My name is Wendell Nimna and it's good to be here this morning. And Esther Daku. Esther, a pleasant good morning from my end to you.
Good morning, Wenzel. Good morning to all of us. It's good to be here today. And I'm glad I can share what I have also from the local daily on my desk. The local daily on my desk is the Inquirer, and it's good to be here.
All right, so those of you who are watching us, don't forget to, don't forget to always drop a comment when you're watching. Don't just like the post, just say something about where you are watching us from.
Right.
It's very important for our live field. So please, when you are watching, just drop your comment, your name, and your address. So, folks, we have in our studio this morning the hard copies of the Front Page Africa newspaper and the Inquirer newspaper. Again, those of you who are watching, please indicate your name and your address in our comment section. Let's also remember our sponsors, Crime Stopper Liberia, fighting crimes in our community, and the society at large. Also proud to be associated with the Brain News is Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. Mayuba and Sons, they are into the petroleum business. They are also into the sales of rice on the Liberian market, the Mayuba rice, quality rice on the Liberian market is good for everyone. And also they have on the Liberian market Mayuba water. And they are also involved with the rental of dump trucks and tanker trucks. So those of you who are into the petroleum business, you want to get your, petroleum products to a destination and you don't have the means, well, Mayuba have tankers to rent. And if you're into the construction business, they also have dump trucks that you can rent. All right, folks, and also proud to be associated with the Brain News is Exodus Best Price Store with two branches. One is on the Old Road Smart Road Junction and Girl Street, Morovia. Everything for that special occasion, you have it right there at Exodus Best Price Store. So, I mean, if you're throwing the party, you're throwing, repass and you just name it, you're running your restaurant, your little spot, and you want to get non-alcoholic and alcoholic beverages, well, Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices on all Club Beer products at Exodus Best Price Store. They also have a delivery service there for you. So those are the good news from our sponsors right here on the Brain News. So, folks, we about to run you through the stories we have here this morning on the Front Page Africa newspaper. And it says, Silence Before Judgment. Defense rests in Juma Cox assault trial as campus case nears climax. And another top story here says, finding the culprits. Defense Minister orders audit of Veteran Bureau amid corruption allegations. And then lastly, for top stories, completely untrue. Deputy NASCO boss denies social media claims of rift with Director General. So these are the top stories. Let's get to more stories here on the Front Page Africa newspaper. Police arrest 61-year-old woman accused of hacking 3 minors to death in District Number 9, Horo in Nimba. The deceased minors have been identified as Melvina Zianse, female, 4 years old, that's Wale Lino Tupa, male, 2 years old, and Manwase Gia, male, 6 years old. The bodies of the 3 children were discovered inside their grandmother's residence. Authorities observed visible injuries on the victims. The remains of the deceased are currently being processed in line with investigative procedures, while suspect Mary Giaz remains in police custody, undergoing further investigation. DCP Sam Collins, Chief of Press and Public Affairs, Liberia National Police. Well, we will take few lines from that story. Few lines would be better for us. So let's get to reading some excerpt from this story. It says the quiet farming settlement of Minla, located approximately 20 kilometers from Saclay in Nema County, has been plunged into mourning following the alleged killing of 3 young children by their grandmother. An incident police say is linked to escalating family tensions and accusations of witchcraft. The suspect, Mary Gia, believed to be between 61-year-old, according to varying police accounts, was arrested by officers of the Liberia National Police in connection with the death of her 3 grandchildren in Menla Town, District Number 9. The incident occurred early Sunday morning, February 22, inside the family's thatched roof home. Residents say the town awoke to one of the darkest mornings in its history. Menla, where neighbors share harvest and children roam freely between homes, is not accustomed to violence of this scale. It was something we only hear about faraway places, one resident said, his voice trembling, not here, not inside a family. According to police sources, the victims believed to be her daughter's children were between the ages of 4 and 8. They were discovered inside their grandmother's residence with multiple stab wounds allegedly inflicted with a knife and razor blade. Authorities confirmed that visible injuries were observed on the bodies. It is in its official statement, the LMP identified the deceased minors as Melvina Zianse, female, 4 years old, Walenino Tupa, male, 2 years, and Menwase Gia, male, 6 years old. The deceased minors have been identified as Melvina Zianse, female, 4 years. This repeated. All right. The 3 children were discovered inside their grandmother's residence. Authorities observed visible injuries on the victims. The remains of the deceased are currently being processed in line with investigative procedures, while suspect Mary Gia remains in police custody, undergoing further investigation. The police stated in a release issued through its press bureau. The discovery of the children's bodies sent shockwaves throughout the rural farming community. Witnesses recounted scenes of disbelief as word spread rapidly from one end of the town to another. Mothers reportedly clutched their children tightly, while men abandoned their farms and rushed toward the scene. Police said the suspect allegedly fled to a nearby town following the incident, but was apprehended shortly after the matter was reported. According to preliminary investigation, suspect Mary Gia allegedly fled to a nearby town following the incident, but was subsequently apprehended by police shortly after the matter was reported. Commander APC Lami Mendin of the LMP Nima detachment confirmed the arrest and the launch of a full-scale investigation. Well, folks, we will stop the story right there and take one more story from the front page Africa newspaper. And this is going to be our final story before we send controls to Esther. Satan, women and children sleep in open after demolition and plead for emergency shelter. We have nowhere to go. I built on this land and live here for so many years. They broke my house down. I have sugar and pressure. When the thing happened, I went off. So when I regained consciousness, I was told not to go inside my house. I took nothing from there. My husband and I are sleeping outside. Mosquitoes are eating us up. We have nowhere to go. Ma Marteling Walla, victim of Satan demolition. I have spent 16 years in this space. The breaking down of this place has brought serious disaster to me. Shame. I don't even know what to do, where to turn, because the breaking down of this place came as a surprise. The sheriff came and gave us paper to get out. We were helter-skelter, confused, and took nothing. We slept outside here, no food to eat. I cried many days. We are sleeping, and rats and mosquitoes are crawling and biting us. We have nowhere to go. Margaret S. Jala, victim of demolition. So, folks, let's take a few lines. At 6 p.m. in Cinco, one of Monrovia's most picture square neighborhoods, traffic flows calmly past the Monrovia City Hall and the towering Pan-African Plaza, now known as the One UN House. The area appears serene, polished and orderly. But just a few blocks away on 4th and 5th Streets, the scene is starkly different. Women and children displaced from Saytown are sleeping on bare porches and in the open air. Their mattresses spread under the sky after a January 31 demolition left hundreds homeless. The demolition followed a court eviction order in favor of a private landowner, bringing bulldozers and front-end loaders into a community many residents say they have occupied since the 1970s and 80s. Today, rubble replaces homes, zinc sheets, broken furniture, and savage belongings lie scattered across what was once a tight-knit neighborhood. Mosquitoes are eating us up. Among the displaced is Ma Marteling Walla, who says she has lived in Saytown for decades. I built on this land and lived here for so many years. They broke my house down, she said in tears. I have sugar and pressure. When the demolition happened, I went off. When I regained consciousness, I was told not to go back inside. I took nothing. Now she and her sick husband sleep outdoors. Mosquitoes are eating us up. The cold is too much. This is not life. We have nowhere to go. Walla said the destroyed home was their only source of income. They rented out rooms to tenants, using the proceeds to support her 16-year-old granddaughter's education. Now, in the 11th grade, the child has dropped out due to the unpaid school fees. We lost everything, she said. Life is too bad for us. Elderly, sick, and stranded. Margaret S. Jala, who spent 16 years in the community, described the demolition as sudden and devastating. The sheriff came and gave us paper to get out. We were confused and took nothing, she said. We slept outside here, no food to eat. I cried many days. Jala, who says she suffers from high blood pressure and cholesterol, fears for her health. I am an elderly woman. I don't have anywhere to go. Rats and mosquitoes are crawling over us at night. Let a destiny help her come and take me from this suffering. She said she had been paying US $50 monthly rent and had settled her dues before the demolition disputed ownership. The demolition was carried out following a court ruling in favor of a businessman, Eric F. Nambe, whom residents accused of illegally acquiring the land. Allegations he has denied. Nambe maintains that he legally purchased the property in 2017 from a family faction claiming ownership. Residents, however, argue that many of them bought or inherited their properties decades ago and question the legitimacy of these. They say only surfaced in 2011. While the legal battle continues, the humanitarian consequences are already severe. Children out of school. For many mothers, the greatest fear is not just homelessness, but the future of their children. Justina Kanwa, a mother of three, aged 10, 8, and 4, says both her home and her children's school were demolished. My children are not in school, nowhere to sleep. Their father abandoned us, no one to help, she said. Walletta Robinson, a teacher who inherited her family home purchased by her grandmother in 1980, said she now faces starting over. My children were in 9th and 8th grades. The demolition put them out of school. In the day, we manage, but when night comes, we are worried because nowhere to sleep. But we'll leave it right here and then send controls to Esther to bring us more development from the Inquirer newspaper.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Wendell. On my decks, I have the Inquirer newspaper, and the top story here says EU backs Euro 321,000 IWR project in extractive sector. This is right here on the front page of the Inquirer. We will take some lines. It says Integrity Watch Liberia has launched a Euro 321,000 European Union funded project aimed at strengthening inclusive participation, human rights protection, and corporate accountability in Liberia's forestry and extractive sectors. Amid mounting concerns over community rights, environmental protection, and regulatory compliance in concession areas, the 24-month initiative, which runs from January 2026 to December 2027, will target more than 40 civil society and community-based organizations, 300 community leaders, private sector, companies operating in mining and forestry, and journalists across Nimba, Bong, Bombing, and Babalu counties. The project seeks to promote responsible business conduct and support implementation of Liberia's National Action Plan on Business and Human Rights, while strengthening oversight and civic engagement in natural resource governance. The official launch held in Gompa City brought together representatives of the European Union, national and local government institutions, regulatory agencies, traditional leaders, women and youth groups, civil society actors, and members of the media. Representing the European Union, Marie-Paul Nouvel described the initiative as and so we will jump to page 10. Landmark engagement between the European Union and the Liberia civil society on business and human rights. We are here for the first activity of this project, supported by the European Union, and it is the first project that we are supporting with civil society on business and human rights in Liberia, and we are very happy with this new opportunity, she said. Nuvia emphasized that the EU's partnership with Liberia promotes inclusive development, investment, human rights, and good governance. She also announced that the first EU Liberia Business Forum will be held in Brussels next week, bringing together senior government officials and private sector actors from mining, forestry, and agriculture. The forum would address key sectors including agriculture, road transport, energy, tourism, and education, alongside rule of law issues, with the aim of deepening economic tensions and encouraging responsible investment. Government regulators at the event acknowledged both the economic importance of the extractive sector and the structural weakness that continue to undermine public trust. We will leave it there. We have several other stories to look at this morning on the Inquirer. LLA discovers 84.2 acres government land in Maryland. It says our Southeast correspondent, Liberia Land Authority, through its Maryland County Land Office, has officially discovered 48.2 acres parcel of land in the Philadelphia community Harper City as government land following an extensive investigation into what authorities described as a fraudulent land claim. The decision forms part of a broader crackdown by the LLA aimed at curbing the illegal ownership and sale of public and government lands across Maryland County. According to a press statement issued on February 20, 2026 at the Maryland head office, the actions reinforce compliance with the Act Against Criminal Conveyance of Land 2024, the Liberia Land Authority Act of 2016, and the Land Rights Law of 2018. But let's leave you here. 10 men allegedly drugged, gang rape minor. This is sad. I mean, we're still having these kind of news surfacing in this country. A 16-year-old girl is said to be recovering after allegedly being drugged and gang raped by 10 men in Zubatown community, Painesville City, in an incident that has sent serious panic through the community. In an interview with Variety News Online, the survivor's mother said the incident occurred on Sunday, February 22nd, 2026, where her daughter was drugged. Before being subjected to the horrific assault, the mother visibly distraught, their voice choked with grief and anger, detailed her ordeal. They drugged my daughter, 10 of them. 10 men did this to her. She is still traumatized. We just want justice and we want it quickly. Some of the photographs posted by the news outlet offer a grim glimpse into the aftermath of the alleged assault, as close observation of the image further revealed blood stain on the young survivor's jeans, painting a stark picture of the violence endured. The mother's words, perpetuated by sobs, then expressed her frustration with the lack of official information, urging the government through the Liberia National Police and the Ministry of Justice to act swiftly and decisively. She pleaded, the police are working on the case, but we need more action. We are expecting the media report hopefully by tomorrow. We need to know what happened to her and we need justice. These men need to be brought to justice. A completion is on page 10. Let's jump there. The medical report engagedly anticipated by the family, the mother said, is expected to provide crucial information about the nature of the drugs used and the extent of the physical harm inflicted upon her daughter, as well as serve as vital evidence in the ongoing investigation. Community members have since begun expressing their outrage at the alleged crime and their solidarity with the survivor and the family, as local leaders are organizing community meetings to discuss the situation and to demand a thorough investigation. According to them, their actions are as a result of the incident, raising serious questions about the safety in young women and girls in the community, thus calling for increased vigilance and protection. Meanwhile, the Liberia National Police has confirmed the case and announced that 3 suspects have been arrested in connection with the incident, while the 7 others remained at large on the run. Well, let's leave it there and bring you to the back page of the Inquirer newspaper. Police RG counters former Unit 122's resignation claims, issues stern warning. It says the Inspector General of the Liberia National Police, Gregory Coleman, has issued a stern warning to officers regarding resignations, emphasizing the importance of adherence to established protocols by the LMP. IG Coleman, however, dismissed the notion that a police force operates like what he described as a boys' court organization, in total reaction to reports surrounding the resignation of former Deputy Police Commissioner DCP Cecilia Clark. Speaking to a team of reporters over the weekend, Coleman stressed that the LMP is a structured and highly regulated national security institution governed by a rigid set of rules and protocols. He asserted that any attempt to leave the force without following the mandate, procedure, or mandated procedure would not be tolerated and warned. The Liberia National Police is not a playground or a boys' court. It is not a club where you can just walk away when you feel like it. We are a professional force committed to upholding the law and serving the Liberians. And this requires discipline, commitment, and respect for the establishment procedure. The IG noted, while Coleman did not directly address the specifics of Clark's situation, his comments were widely understood to be related to the reports surrounding her departure, as the IG clarified that Clark, contrary to some reports, remains a member of the LMP and has been reassigned in accordance with internal regulations. He at the same time emphasized that any internal movements, including reassignments, are carried out without the framework of the established protocols to ensure the smooth functioning of the force. Coleman reiterated that serving within the police force demands unwavering dedication to the rule of law, professionalism, and strict adherence to the institution's disciplinary guidelines, among others. The police boss further highlighted the importance of accountability, reminding officers that they are responsible for their actions and they will be held accountable for any violations of the established code. He then emphasized the importance of following procedures as well as ensuring that the force remain a cohesive and effective body capable of maintaining law and order across the nation. Our commitment to the Liberian people unwavering. We are dedicated to upholding the rule of law and ensuring the safety and security of our citizens. This requires a professional discipline and accountable police force, and that is what we are striving to achieve, he added. Yellow Machine's arrival propels over 1,000 for jobs. It says Liberia is said to be on the cusp of a significant infrastructure surge as a recently arrived first batch of 137 earth-moving equipment begins to roll out across the 15 counties of Liberia, in line with the government's arrest agenda for inclusive development. Former Defense Minister and current chair of the Yellow Machines Board of Authority, Brownie Samukai, announced that over 1,000 employment opportunities will be advertised this week, paving the way for the deployment and operation of the newly arrived machinery. Speaking to reporters at the arrival of the equipment over the weekend, Samukai confirmed that the Yabua will immediately release details of the vacancies, seeking to fill a diverse range of roles necessary to effectively manage and operate the equipment. The equipment arrival now marks the official kickoff of a massive infrastructure undertaking aimed at transforming Liberia's road network by ensuring connectivity of farm to market roads as well as supporting broader development goals. These yellow machines are mission oriented. Every movement of these machines will be meticulously tracked by the Board of Authority. We are committed to transparency and accountability in this process, he noted, emphatically dispelling any notion of political or personal gain. The announcement, however, follows the arrival of the first significant shipment of heavy-duty machine, including bulldozers, excavator, wheel loaders, motor graders, dump trucks, compactors, and borehole loaders at the free port of Monrovia on Sunday. The vessel HJ Singapore transported over 130 bright yellow machines, drawing considerable attention from port workers and onlookers as this first installment is part of a larger consignment of 285 earth-moving equipments destined for deployment across Liberia. SAMUCA at the same time aligned the Yabo's distribution strategy designed to ensure equitable access and effective utilization of equipment coupled with addressing Liberia's deplorable road crisis. He said counties like Nimba, Bonk, Bassa, and Lofa will each receive 2 full sets representing a concentrated effort to address infrastructure needs in key regions, while the remaining counties will each receive 1 set, allowing for a comprehensive and widespread improvement of public works. Meanwhile, the arrival of the equipment is now seen as a pivotal movement for Liberia's infrastructure sector, as officials have already emphasized that the machines will be instrumental in road rehabilitation, urban expansion, and other crucial projects. This, according to them, is intended to improve connectivity and support economic growth, while the shipment of equipment are expected to arrive in the coming months to complete the full consignment. The Sunday delivery at the Freeport represents a significant step forward in the government's commitment to improving infrastructure and creating opportunities for Liberians, as the announcement of over 1,000 job openings underscore the skills of the undertaking and the potential for positive impact across the nation. As the yellow machines begin their work, all eyes will be on Liberia, watching as the country strives to pave a path towards a brighter future, with Yabo's emphasis on accountability and transparency, something they said will be crucial in ensuring the success of this ambitious initiative and realizing its potential to transform the landscape of Liberia. Well, so far, these are all of the stories, and we see Officer Yvette Patlers from LMP headquarters. So far, these are all the stories, Wendell.
Thank you very much, Esther, for that splendid reading. Let's recap for those of you who are just joining in on the show. We will have to recap all of the stories we brought to you, and then take our break. When we come back, we'll hear from the folks. We will have with us Aliyu Masaleh. So this morning we started with the front page Africa, and these are top stories. We brought to you silence before judgment. Defense rests in Jumel Cop has sought trial as campus case nears climax. And finding the culprits, defense minister orders audit of veteran bureau amid corruption allegations. And completely untrue, Deputy NASCO boss denies social media claims of rift with Director General. And more stories on the front page. Africa police arrest 61-year-old woman accused of hacking 3 minors to death in district number 9, Horo in Nima. And lastly, for the front page Africa newspaper, say town women and children sleep in open after demolition and plead for emergency shelter. We have nowhere to go. And That does it for the front page Africa newspaper. Let's run you through the Inquirer that was read by Esther Daku. And these are the stories we brought you. EU Box 321 thousand RWR project in extractive sector. And it says here, LA discovers 48.2 acres government land in Maryland County. And lastly, for the front page, 10 men allegedly drug and gang rape a minor. Wow, sad story. Police IG counters former Unit 122 resignation claims, issues turned warning, and Yellow Machine arrival propels over 1,000 for jobs. Those are all the stories we brought you this morning from the front page Africa and the Inquirer newspaper. Let's take word from our sponsor, and when we come back, we have with us our USA partner, Aliyu Masale, to join in to give us his take on some of the stories we brought you this morning.
Yo, hello. I want to
they have to join our man Leo Masale. We'll bring Leo in to give us, his side of the story. So we have this resolve. You see here? Hmm? Okay. You see there? Okay.
Okay.
So let's take our break and then okay, let me let's cross over to Aliyu Masale first. Let's get to him. I'm trying to dial Aliyu's line. So I'm trying to get to Aliyu Masale shortly. He's going to be with us. Yeah, folks, that's it. Sometimes these things happen. We don't have control over them, but it's good to have Aliyu Masale with us this morning. Aliyu Masale, good morning and welcome to the Prime News.
Oh, yes. Good morning, Mr. Nime. Good morning, Esther. And good morning, Mama Labura. Glad to be here this morning. Yes.
How's the weather there? I'm told it's snowing like crazy.
Oh, yes. It's been slowing at the same time. It's raining, but at least today it ceased, so that they're clearing up.
Okay, that's good to know. So where are you currently? Are you at work or are you at home?
I just dropped my son off to school, going back home. I only work Saturday and Sunday. Yes.
Okay.
From now on.
All right. Well, again, we want to say a big thank you to the Masale Foundation. Yesterday, we were able to give away 3 laptops to 3 visually impaired boys from the Salem Baptist School and the Lord Carey Mission School, who are here the last time, to ask for assistance. And the Masale Foundation was able to step in right away to give out 3 laptops and 3 bags, quality laptops. So Ali, want to say on behalf of the Prime News crew, want to say a big thank you to the Masale Foundation.
Yeah.
We pray that God continue to increase the foundation to do more for the needy.
Thank you, Mr. Newman. We tell God, thank you. That's what we can do. When you can help, you help those that are in need. And we look forward to doing more. As I told you, we're only waiting to get all our legal documents from the government so we can continue to do more for our country. Liberia is all we have. Liberia first, Liberia last. And thanks to you too, always, for bringing out people who are desperately in need. And so we can see how we can help them. That's Liberia for us. We tell God, thank you for everything. Thank you there to Esther. I saw all the videos whatsoever you guys did yesterday. I do appreciate it. Thank you too.
Okay, so Ali, you've been listening to some of the stories we read this morning. We read a couple of stories. Let me just recap some of them for you. I don't know which one caught your attention. The horror in Nimba County, where a 61-year-old woman was arrested for murdering 3 of her grandchildren.
Oh.
And the folks, they say town people are calling on the government and world meaningful Liberians to come to their aid, because according to them, they are sleeping in the open. They don't have no shelter. Rats and roaches are crawling on them. Mosquitoes are biting them, and they have nowhere to go. They are desperate. They are just frustrated, according to the story, because nobody is coming to their aid. And I mean, they are just confused because, according to some of them, they've been there for the longest. Some of them obtained their properties in the 70s and in the 80s, and they are now, calling for help. So I don't know where we are as the people, but let's get your side of the story.
Yeah, Mr. Lima, thank you. That you see, this issue about this old lady, I don't really know why we should see this kind of thing happening in our country. For you to do such a thing to your grandchildren. The child you gave birth to, the grandchildren are supposed to be there playing with you. You see them like a toy coming around you, and a grandmother for you to carry on such an eye, horrible. I don't really know why we are seeing these horrible things happening in the country under this administration. But again, like the preacher man said that if President Baka was to be elected, and which of course he was elected, or it was going to be calamity for the country, it was going to be a disaster. We were going to see so many things happening, and actually it is happening. You see, because we don't know. There are so many horrible things, terrible things happening in the country that even fear people to say, oh yeah, you want to go there. When you go that bureau, you just have to be careful, because this thing that we are seeing happening, I said to be corrected, but I don't know whether these things were happening under the past administration. It is so horrible. Like Esther just read, 10 men get raping a 16-year-old child. You see what's happening in the country. Just Peter Bonjala alleged sodomized that other child while he lied that in hospital. Government even said care. You see, the last time again, Broadville, 7 men sodomized another 17-year-old boy. So many horrible things happening in the country. Today again, a grandmother killed her 3 grandchildren. I don't really know what's happening, and we see let's see what the government is going to do in these cases. Like those 10 guys who just get raped that girl. Let's see what's going to happen, and we don't even say no about this other case. What they are going to do about it. Because like in America, yeah, sometimes when such a thing happens, they will say, oh, we need to go and really check. They want to know your mental state of mind. They want to go and check you up to actually know what's happening, because nobody will be in their right mind to just go take net, razor blade, and tea according to her own explanation, and then you kill your own grandchildren. Something might be happening to her. Or maybe, as she said, her son-in-law always accused her of being witch. So that's why she just didn't want it for her. So probably that lady, she was even able to get her strength to hold on to these children to do such a thing that they couldn't yell and nobody could come around. So probably she might be in witch as her son-in-law accused her of being in witch. But that's it. Again, our condolences to the mother of these children and the father. We feel their pain and we don't know what's happening. And today's issue about this Satan here, you know, I think 2 weeks ago I read something from Tom Will, one of the strong supporters of the Unity Party, and he said the amount of demolition that going on in Liberia, people being homeless, even though he's a strong supporter of this administration, he said that could have never ever happened under a George Weah administration. Tom Will, one of their strong supporters. Mm-hmm. Because whenever George Weah want to do something, and he know this is a government law, and he want to move the people from there, he will call the people. What can we do? They will find a solution, see how they can build areas, or do something that will satisfy these people before they take them from there. But a private citizen will just come and carry on such a demolition as a government and make your people homeless. They are in the country like during the war, because you and I know, Mr. Dimle and all Liberians, it was only during the war we saw people sleeping in the street. You see? Mosquito biting them, you just go and take your mattress, you put it somewhere. You sleep there in the morning, you go, you hustling for food. When they reach where the night meet you, that where you can sleep, it's almost like in America, yeah. The homeless people, you will see them with their cat, their comforter, everything inside. They're standing to the store begging for $1.50 to go buy food. When they reach where they never meet them, they just spread their comforter and thing. They wrap themselves in even the snow that falling, you will see the people sleeping in the street. As if to say, one person in Liberia. This is what happening in Liberia right now. And our government, your own people in such a horrible condition. We haven't heard anything from the government yet to even come in. Even though, yes, you said that the man have a property, he took your people from there. Today they are sleeping in the street. Then the last time we talked to some of these people, visually impaired old man, you say, oh, my children, where they need me that where I can sleep. And the government can even try to find shelter for these people to put them there. And this is what the last time I was saying. Our National Housing Authority, they have to start thinking what to do, because government should be having housing units. In such a situation, you can take your people and put them there. Okay, yeah, we are going to keep you here temporarily. You can be here for 6 months. Okay, you can find a place to move. This will shelter. In America, yeah, it happened. When you are invaded, sometimes the government will come in and say, okay, you can be here.
Yeah.
You are only here for 6 months. You are only here for 1 year. And after 1 year, you have to vaccinate that place.
And that's true. That's a responsibility of the government. They should have a contingency plan, you know. Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be. But today, our people are homeless. They are all in the street as a result of demolition. And our government, they are not doing anything about it. This is the government that came to rescue the Liberian people, wherein you will have a private individual that will come and make thousands of your citizens homeless people in the street. And maybe that one is not part of the rescue agenda. And you get nothing to do about it. You will say, oh yeah, they were on the main property. If the president can tell you that God is not making a new land, if he is taking his own citizen for a government land because he says God is not making a new land, he cares less about all the years they bend there, all their investment. So why would he say about a private citizen? So these are some of the things that encourages people to do this thing, because if the government herself is doing it to its own citizen, you will say, but then myself can do the same thing. If the government can feed for its citizen, then who am I to say I'm coming to feed for the citizen? This is why when the hair is rotting, the body is rotting. So why do people see the government doing it? They're following the government footsteps. But this, you like Joshua or not, like one of their own supporters said, this will never ever happen under a Joshua administration. But today, Liberian, we just pray. 2029 is up to you. If you feel like you people are well treated by the United Party administration, so be it. If you feel what they are doing is not satisfactory to you, then you will make a better decision. And lastly, thanks to the government, finally we have received our first batch of 137 refurbished machines into the country. And the Unity Party, since they took over, nothing they have done. And this 285 yellow machine is the only thing that will make a rescue agenda or arrest mission whatsoever to be able to deliver. And today we have the first batch of 137. And that's another job opportunity, as they promised the Liberian people that the bread and butter issue was to create jobs. George Weah built schools, they said he was damaging the country. George Weah built hospitals, they said he was damaging the country. George Weah built roads, he was damaging the country. Free education, popo housing, in the country. Liberia never needed a Liberia will not eat road, they will not eat development, they will not eat park, they need a job. They criticize all of these things, but today they say we should celebrate them for the passing rule. But yesterday they criticized it, they said that destruction Joshua will carry on. And today I see people will be sending me videos for road projects. Why are you sending me video when the previous administration was doing this thing over there? That road will eat. That road will eat. What sense does it make that you're sending me road project that you're completing?
Exactly.
Because these are the same road that we're working on. You're saying that road will eat. That road will eat. Then you continue the same road project. Then you're sending me video to tell me that the government is working. Make it make sense to me. And I can get into this here. I don't even look at them. Sense to me. You said the bread and butter issue was took over the percent of job into now they has started arriving in the country. Machine there. Then our brothers and sisters get job. That's another job opportunity. Because if you just employ one operator, that operator at least he's going to take care of a family that about 5 to 6 person right down there he will be able to take care of. That will try to alleviate the poverty rate in the country. So I'm happy for the machines and congratulations to the government. We look forward so that the rescue agenda can deliver.
Thank you.
Because if this was really the plan of the rescue agenda to be 285 machines in the country, those machines should have been in the country in the first 6 months of their administration. But
Okay.
since 3 years now, that data, those machines are coming. I don't know whether that's political something or what, but that's it. Thanks to the administration, we look forward to see our people being employed, and they should be able to maintain those machines. I wonder my worry. Because we are poor at maintenance, and to maintain those machines is very expensive. It's not going to be something easy. And we pray that the Ayebua team that they put together, they should get a strong maintenance team to be able to maintain those machines. Or else, that we're seeing it dashing in all these counties because of poor maintenance. They don't have spare part. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Leo Masale. And folks, that's it. Too many interesting things to talk about.
Very much.
The issue of the horror situation in Nema County. It's so scary. That news is so scary.
I'm telling you.
How can a grandmother murder her 3 grandchildren because her son-in-law accuses her of witchcraft, of being a witchcraft? So must you transfer that anger to your grandchildren to kill 3 of them? Such
You
a
asked me
person,
when I was-
let my thought, Esther, you will come in. Such a person don't deserve to live. I'm telling you. Look, I don't know, though she escaped and she was later on apprehended, but that person was supposed to be stoned to death or even bought a hot oil and just give it to her to drink. Put a hot oil on the fire and just put it in a cup and give it to her to drink so she can know how to be wicked is not good. Because Esther, those are innocent children. Why would you do that to them? Because the chopper or somebody accuses you witchcraft, so you must go kill your grandchildren? 3, not even to say I made a mistake. I was trying to slap the boy and I hit him on your eye or something. But you murder 3 of your grandchildren. Then you say you won't keep that person for investigation. What? I mean, look, Liberia is just different. Those days, they will put that woman somewhere and treat her, maybe while she's living. You take rock and stone her to death. These are the kind of penalties that because, I mean, that woman that will go to jail, the children are gone. They are gone. How you think the parents of those children will live with that kind of it's hard. It's very hard. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's very hard. It's a lifetime trauma to see your 3 children just being laid to rest in one day, in one hole. It's sad. That woman shouldn't be living. If I had the authority, if I was in the authority and that thing happened, that woman will not be living by now. Let me see the human right that will come and say X, Y, Z. Oh, you should have kept her for, let's get to know. Yeah. Just give her, do something to her that she would never, even when she's dead and gone, when she come back to life one day, she will know that the thing I did that took me from the word, I wouldn't repeat search. It's sad, man. It's a sad time for our country.
It's a really sad thing. And if you ask me, Wendell, that was a witch behavior. So whether she was accused of witch or not, she's a witch.
Yeah.
Because no normal person, I mean, we know how our mothers are with the children. They can even go beyond spotting them and all of that. So to see a grandmother, I mean, somebody you can entrust your kid with and even go somewhere for years and come back, that your kid is in good hands. I mean, that kind of a mother, it's sad though. It is really sad. That lady is very unfortunate to have a mother like that. I mean, you took your daughter, 3 children. You didn't even think about her, right? You're talking about a son-in-law who accused you of witch. He saw something. He did not just accuse you of witch. He saw certain attitudes in you. That's why he said
and you
it.
prove
And you
it.
prove it.
Yeah. By killing those 3 children alone,
And at the end of the day, what do you expect? Do you expect to confess and they put you in jail for some time and free you? Is that what you expect? We hope that the law will, because there are some things that happen in this country that needs harsher punishment, to be honest.
Yeah.
You see other countries, people are sentenced to death by hanging, by the electric chair, a lot of other things. I think it's hard time when they introduce these laws. Even though it's also a sad thing that sometimes people can be wrongfully convicted, not in this case now.
Yeah.
But there are other people who are behind bars today for crimes they did not commit. It's a sad thing, but it is what it is.
She already admitted to the crime that yes, the father of these children used to accuse me of being a witch. So I've shown him that I'm a witch by killing his 3 children.
Yeah.
So what else investigation do you need?
You won't carry her to the hospital so they can check her mind and know whether she get malaria and tell her she had malaria. That's why she did what she did.
I mean, look, Esther, I'm serious. Sad. I'm serious about it. I remember when we were growing up back in the 80s. On the Sunday, I wouldn't forget. It was on the Sunday. We just come from church, and I think Omen Sam Sion wants to say something. Let me give him a chance and come back.
Good morning, Wendell.
Good morning, Omen Sion. Welcome to the show.
And Esther and the rest of your crew there in America. Look, Terminator, I know how you feel when you talk about this. I know exactly where Esther coming from. I can see the emotion after this kind of thing happening in our country, where you got under the laws of Nigeria, right? She is innocent on the proven guilty. That's the law. That's the one on the book. When there's someone who can stand in front of you, they put out a weapon and shoot someone in front of you, and the person died, and the individual that pulled out guns get arrested, you got to arrest them and put them through the criminal justice system. So that's the system you got to go through.
I do agree. That's the law. That's the law. Yeah. But the person, Omer Sion, why in the case the person have already admitted to, the act?
You can't tell the law enforcement get that date, and the one date, and then they say, okay. So law enforcement say, you say I did it, you write statement, you got a lawyer, you say I did it, yeah, you know, then it's on the law. So you still gotta go through the system. You still gotta go to court. You gotta appear before a judge. You gotta appear before a judge. You gotta have a trial. The law enforcement have to do indictment and whole procedure. Start from law enforcement, you go to the adjudication, which is the court there from there. The prosecution will determine whether they ask for death penalty or life penalty, whatever on the book. So even though we saw the person doing it, but that does not say determine on our law the guilty until they go to court and prove it guilty. I am a social justice.
I agree with you on that. 100% I agree with you. But I think at this point in time, we have to reintroduce. We have to reintroduce this Moses law.
That's what I wanted to ask Omen. Omen Sam. Yes, I want to.
Muslim law. We have a law on the book, and if at any time the citizens see that the laws on the book is not working the way they want it, they can petition their lawmaker, and we can go do some amendment. You see, a lot of amendments being made on the final laws of Nigeria. A lot of laws are made, but you can now change the law from presumption of innocence. Even the person was seen in the public shooting someone, the person, that individual, say presumed innocent on the proven guilty.
Okay, that's a
so
comment.
That woman is innocent. I know how I feel when I saw those stuff on Facebook. I mean, I not seen terrible thing like that. Like Esther was saying just now, if they were accusing her of being witchcraft, that was the proof she just put to the point. Yes, indeed, she was a witchcraft. Exactly. She is a witchcraft. So these kind of things. This kind of terrible thing coming in. I mean, you guys on the show, I know there was the emotion you get, but just still understand that the law got to work in accordance with the law. They wanted to make that clear.
Yeah, and I just want to ask a question, a follow-up question to that. Is that what is the highest penalty that we have concerning our laws? We heard about lifetime imprisonment. Is that the highest we have?
Well, I think we had the death penalty, but Liberia being part of a lot of conventions and different kind convention, the European they don't do no more death penalty. I think Nigeria is a signatory to that.
Okay.
So it's tend to be corrected by the President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf then signed that declaration, that convention with the European community. I got a big size there. So we used to have the death penalty, but now we no longer have the death penalty on our own. So
Okay.
that woman, I'm assuring that if she's found guilty, because they're going to charge her for murder. I mean, first degree. I mean, this one here, no, isn't important about it. They're going to charge her. So when she is found guilty, because let me tell you one thing could happen after she could go to court or riot police that she was crazy, she insanity. They could ask for it.
Oh.
That means when she was committing that crime,
She was not
they
normal.
were not working, and they
Yeah.
were asking for
Wow.
they just people to take her to psychiatric center for evaluations and all of that. And when that medical report come and indicate that she had something around insanity, something happened to her at that moment, you're not to her, that is a possibility that she could also go free.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Messiah, thank you so much. But the
that's
kids,
horrible.
you know, that's true. That's everything you said is true. Thank you so much. But you know, we were just looking at, you know, the. I mean, I don't know, man, but Esther is hurting. Like,
Really?
you know, the before Messiah could call, I was about to say something. You know, it was on a Sunday. I remember back in the 80s. We had just come from church, and then we heard roll, 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 and then we all ran outside. The roll came to pass right by us. We grabbed him. What he was trying to steal. They had the joy right outside, you know, way back, the Kool-Aid joy, where the people put the Kool-Aid in and pull out.
Mhm.
He was trying to take it to carry. And it's and the lady saw it and said,
Oh,
roll,
the
roll,
cooler?
roll. Yeah, the cooler.
Okay.
Yeah. What we call cooler now. Yeah. All right. It's cooler anyway. But we should say, because back in the day, people used to sell Kool-Aid in the cooler. So we apprehended the guy, and look, Esther, I'm bad. Let me just say it. I'm a very bad person when it comes to treating rogue. Because let me tell you something. The rogue, when they get into your house, to tell you how brave those guys are, when they enter your house, can you imagine a house that you don't live in, but you enter it when people are sleeping? So if that person managed to get at you and you recognize them, and they get a chance to take away your life, they would definitely do it.
Mhm.
So if you get a chance to apprehend them, you treat them that they will never ever, you know, come back in that area again to steal. So what we did to the guy, I said, you know what? You bring sugar dust. And we butt naked him. You're listening to me, yeah? We butt naked the guy, rub the sugar dust all on him, and we
program
rub
for
the
you.
sugar dust all on him. And then I told the people, I said, you're tying to the ants tree, the red ants on the plum tree. I tie him there. In less than 2 minutes, see his skin.
Mhm.
Okay,
that's horrible.
just leave it. Let's just take few calls, Esther. Let's go. Let's take few calls.
Let's open the lines.
All right, let's take the old man again. Criminal justice man.
Terminator.
Yes, sir.
With that,
Yes, sir.
let me just give some correction on this one here. So,
I know you criminal justice man. Go ahead, sir.
Are you hearing me with that?
You are loud and clear, sir. Let's hear you.
Okay. So, from what you just explained, so if you are in a house and the road enters, let's take for example, this person is an armed robber, they got a gun in their hand. They try to attack you, and you fight them up and everything, and the criminals start to run away from the house. On their way, they kind of like you fight them, they want to rob the house. Then they're running, they turn their back, they're going, right? They're going away from the house. And you take your car. When you take your car, your gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
You take gun and shoot that criminal that was running away from you. Already turn your back. At that point, you go post both sides, so you shoot him and kill him. You who the arrow attack, the police will arrest you and charge you.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to fire him from the back. Yeah.
At that point, the man was no more threat to you. You understand? They had that law. Hello, Winnie, are you there?
Yeah, we listening to you. We're listening to you.
Yeah, so that's how the law is. So the man came to attack you, you fought him, blah, 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 you overpower him, then you running away from you, you already go, and then you kill a gun, shoot him from behind, you kill him. The police can charge you.
Omer Samsaya, you remember a case that you presided over where this armed robber slept with a guy and his girlfriend. You remember that case, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, so you see what I'm talking about? You see that kind of person when they are caught?
I'm just telling you what.
No, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but you know, these guys are very dangerous.
Yeah, but I agree they are dangerous, they are there, but we got to let the laws work, because if you're on the public radio, even though you're angry the way that woman killed those kids, I mean, everybody angry.
Yeah.
But I felt that the weakest person I have seen in my life how to kill babies and like that. So you got to put the emotion down and breathe out the law. Maybe that got to be some amendment on some of the laws, you know, that will do something extraordinary. You cannot say that, you know, the law will work the way we want it.
Yeah, we were all growing up. We were all growing up at the time. We were innocent. We didn't know the laws. But you know that when you do such a thing, you know you're supposed to be apprehended.
No, I don't understand that yet, but of course,
yeah.
It's the wrong road. When the ground road, when you say road, the ground plan to see the president.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, basically our Crime Stopper is about going in the community, tell the people not to beat the road with that. So some people can be angry with me. You don't want to beat the road, they stole the poor motorbike, you still want to kill it, man. But killing is not a solution. You cannot fight it like that.
Okay.
If you attack the man, you beat the man, then that means we got alternative form of justice other than the rule of law. We got to allow the law to work. That's what all people are trying to say. And you be very helpful. You and Esther almost crossed up on the you just play the promo. So we got to stay in within the.
Yes, sir. I 100% agree with you. Everything you said, Omer Samsaya, that's the Lord we should learn, and we are Lord. We are Lord abiding people. We are Lord abiding people, so we'll always respect the laws, you know. But mob justice is not the way forward and all of that. But that case, Esther, when you listen to that case where the girl was ripped by armed robbers, her boyfriend was also sodomized by the same armed robber, and when it went to the you don't even know that case. Omer Samsaya was 106 at the time.
At that point, it's a difficult thing to follow the law.
Yeah.
Because somebody did that,
you apprehend. You see why the trouble can come. That's why the trouble can come.
The video I showed you yesterday when they attacked.
Look at that kind of thing.
Use cutlass, hit him.
Yeah.
Took his bag. You think that boy catch the bag rider? You think he will look at police or he will go call police? He will not.
Yeah. Let's take one or two calls. Let's talk to Titus. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Thank you so much, Christian Dale. Thank you so much. Look, we have to reintroduce heinous crime punishment. All right, that was it is evil, very evil. It is. If I was the president of this country, we gotta do that. So they have to kill her. She has to die.
Yeah. She don't deserve to live. Such a person don't deserve to live.
She don't deserve to live. You will take three of your grandchildren, your own biological grandchildren, and just kill them like that. How is that possible in this life? Eh? We have to reintroduce those tougher punishment for criminal and evil people like that.
Okay, thank you.
So I understand Omer Samsaya is in the legal part of it, but the thing is that it's so painful. It's painful.
Thank you, Titus.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Sayo, you can call in and make your point. We can take you as one of the callers, so you can call in, Sayo, and make your point. We still have some time here in our favor. We have like 4 more minutes to be here. This is the program from the Pre-News, the February 24, 2026 edition. Today is Tuesday, and Let's see what we can bring in this. We are not supporting, bad things and all of that, mob justice, violence, and no, we're not pushing that. But that act look, what she did to those children, man. 3 young promising kids. 3 young promising kids. Yeah? Babies. You just kill them like that. All right. So let's take let me bring in Mr. Sayon to make his input. Let me call Mr. Sayon. Mr. Sayon, I'm calling you, but I don't know. Yeah, but I'm calling him. Let's see. I hope he's calling on this line. Okay, let me see who's this person. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning. No time. Let's be brief. Yeah, patient, take 30 seconds. No time. Let's hear you quickly. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for your participation. Samuel Sayon, we are calling you, but you're giving us basic tunes. So I think I don't know. Okay, I think his line is basic. So let's come to our local lines and take this person. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon, William.
Yeah, good afternoon. Tell us your name and take 30 seconds. No time.
Exactly, William. This is the point of Sabu Rasta.
30 seconds. Let's hear you, Sabu Rasta.
Yeah, I joined you for Zimbabwe. No, but William, I just called because I want to go down a saying that says, William, you should not wait until the person kick the black bucket before you get in the flower. I just want to get a flower to Aliyu Makale in the US. Aliyu, the place where he come from, and where he came from, let God promote you. Let God continue to bless you. This is law for country. But we let's go before I drop the land. I just want to speak to the people of Satan, what kind of community. Look, I can remember William in the days of old Israel, the prophet and all wanted Samuel. They wanted their own king. And at the end, when Samuel went to God, he prayed. God told them, Samuel, just forget it. At the end, something happened with them. They began to sleep outside. They were crying with them. When I eat the thing was hard on them. I just wanted to make it all thing. Why you so? That why you can always with that both watch it come to the night. Thank you for putting the opportunity.
Thank you. Let's have Sayon on the line. Sayon, you are our very last caller. Welcome to the show. Let's hear your contribution, sir.
Thank you, Wanda. You know, when I was driving, coming to the office, and then how you people speaking, I became very much emotional.
Mm.
It was very much emotional. How to back into to just prepare myself.
I know.
I mean, it's totally disheartening.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, totally disheartening. Even when I watched that incident on the social media, I was troubled. How can you tell me? I mean, I just want to know what part the kids played into that whole scenario. I want to know their part. That's what I try to figure in my mind. I can't understand. Somebody say you eat wish. Then you go to the children there, you kill the children there. I try to figure it out in my mind. What's the link? What's the link? Those innocent kids. As you were saying, we're ready to visit our laws. Some of our laws need to be visited. Because it's troubling. It's troubling. How much should not be around by this time? And not even one. And he said, no, you're not one child, is even seeing the child for them, but 3 of them, 3 children. You murder them. And he said, because the father said you eat wish. So that's the reason why you turn your anger on the innocent children. I mean, that old lady will go to hell. That woman will go to hell. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm too sad for such a situation.
I know. We are parents. It's sad. It's sad time for it. Yeah. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, folks. That's all the time we've got to be here today. We ending on a sad note. The kids are gone. That woman should be treated. I don't know. No. Hey. But anyway, the law is the law. Let's respect the laws of our land. Right? This is not the country of men. It's country of law. So let the law take its course. But I mean, such people don't deserve to be in our midst because that's an act of it's a devilish act being committed by this old woman. She's middle age, 61. 61. Oh, she's now old. Man, kill your 3 grandkids for somebody telling you, say you witchcraft. So the poor children, and they don't want you carry your uncle till you kill them. 3 of them. We'll be here tomorrow, God's grace. Do have a pleasant Tuesday, and bye-bye from our end.